Bonjour tout le monde, j'espère que vous allez bien. Hello everybody, hope that you are all doing well. We're doing well here in Massey, France. Kat and I have been doing language classes online, and Liam has been sleeping like a champ. Yeah, we're doing well here in France, and just wanted to share a quick update with you about how we've been doing personally. 2 or 3 days ago, I read in my time with God Psalm 94, verse 19, which says, "When the cares of my heart are many, your consolations cheer my soul." Now, I'd say over the past couple months, we've had some cares, some anxieties, some worries that have been on both of our hearts, and one of those would be we've had some real cares, some real worries about learning French. Ever since the lockdown happened, it's been kind of a challenge with going from having classes in person canceled to having to go and learn online. It's been a little bit difficult with technical issues. Then throw on top of that, like our teacher got sick, so we've had a new teacher. Liam is interrupting us constantly. It's been a little bit of a challenge to progress in French, and it's been a little bit discouraging at times. About 2 weeks ago, though, I read the end of First Thessalonians 5:24, and it talks about that he who calls you is faithful; he will surely do it. And so, in the midst of this care, like, God, we want to learn French. There's been a consolation. He's given us a consolation in His Word that has encouraged us, that's cheered our souls, and that's that God has called us to France. And if He calls you somewhere, He's going to enable you to do what He's called you to do. And so we're just like, all right, take a deep breath. You got to put in the work, but God's going to enable us to do what He has called us to. And so that was something that was really encouraging in the midst of a little bit of a discouraging time. And the second care that we've been having is during this lockdown, this quarantine, I would say the feeling of loneliness has been amplified in ways that I wasn't really expecting. Wouldn't you agree with that, Kat?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just moving to a different country and having to learn a language and not really understanding the culture, that in itself is lonely and isolating. But then we had lockdown starting March 17th, so it's been a long couple months, and we're really starting to feel that, wanting to see people again. We're just kind of starting to get a groove of meeting people at church, and we had a couple over from neighbors in our apartment building, and feel like we were really starting to build some relationships. And then lockdown happened, so we're definitely longing for the day when we can be face to face with people again. But during this, God has really cheered us on, like Tyler even mentioned, through His Word and his devotions. And then I've been able to do a Bible study with a classmate. Thursday night, we do it via FaceTime. So we have been reading through Genesis right now, and then just talk about it on Thursday nights together. And it's been really encouraging, especially since we both are applying what we've been learning to the feelings that we have right now of being in lockdown and trying to learn a language and balance all of our responsibilities, being a mom, wife, learning French, like all these different things. So it's been really encouraging to have someone walking through that with me.
Yeah. And kind of the last care that we want to share with you, the thing that was a little bit of a struggle, was actually this past weekend. So our son Liam, he had a really, really high fever, 105.6 degrees or 40.8 in Celsius, which I'm still learning that, so it's a process.
Yeah, you did tell someone it was 48.
No, 42.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Which would be like 108 degrees. No, it was not 108.
Okay.
It was only 105.6. But anyways, it was kind of a stressful time because like we didn't know like all the rules because we don't necessarily understand everything in French. So like, could we both go to the hospital? How do we get to the hospital because we don't have a car, and the hospital close to our house doesn't do pediatric ER and all that stuff. So it was just kind of like, all right, how do we? But God brought one of our neighbor ladies who had a car, who's actually a missionary as well, and she was able to take Kat to the hospital and be a translator for her. I actually couldn't go due to the regulations, but praise the Lord, Liam was able to be seen, and he was fine. Nothing major happened to him. And while they were gone, I just played the Psalms. Actually, when I get kind of worried, I tend to like start cleaning like a crazy man. So our house was spick and span. While I'm doing all this stuff, I was praying, and I just played the Psalms. And when a verse hit me, I was like, oh man, God hears our prayers. God's our refuge. God's our comfort. He's our stronghold. We can trust in Him. All these verses, just calling them out to God on behalf of our son. It was something that uplifted my soul like cleaning definitely couldn't. And there was all sorts of, it was just something that encouraged me in this difficult time. And we've seen this time and time again. We're not perfect at this by any means. Probably should call us the misfit missionaries, actually, because we're screwing up all the time. But God is so faithful, and He has cheered our souls through His Word, through His people, and through you guys. We're so thankful for you. Thank you so much for your prayers, for your support. Love you guys.